today, among all of us, I'm going to call one by one to present their topic. So we'll go through alphabetical order. So first, I'm going to invite Bandekar sir.
Good evening to one and all. This is Bandekar from India. So today's my topic is about fear. So hope everybody knows about a fear, right? Can anyone tell me what is your biggest fear? First three people. Can anyone respond?
Yeah, if I'm not confident enough on my topic, I'm not pre-prepared.
Okay.
Then in front of camera, I'm not confident enough to speak. That is the biggest fear.
That is the biggest fear. If you're not prepared well. And Lucky said failure. She am also saying failure. Even by seeing all of you also, I'm getting a lot of fear because of tensions and everything. So fear. So what actually it is fear? Whether it should be good or it should be bad. I can say that it's like both sides of a coin also. Being a fear, right? Because take example, if you are a working man. So for employers, they feel it should be good. But sometimes we feel it should not be. So there are a lot of chances for us whether the fear should go along with us or the fear is traveling with us or the fear should not be there. Depend upon the speakers, right? Depend upon the public speakers or depend upon the elders or depend upon the well-wishers. Lot of people will say that fear should not be there. I can say that fear should not go anywhere. It will be there from our birth to and it will be there last bit of our life. But how you handle the fear, that is the most important aspects in our day-to-day life or till up to the end of our life. So the fear will be into two modes. One will be into psychological fear and the second mode it will be into the physical fear. I can say that yes, up to 98% of fears which we encounter day to day in our life, it will be into psychological fears, which really doesn't exist itself except in our great supercomputer brain. 98% of fears which we encounter daily in our life, those are psychological fears which never exist in reality, which exist only in our brain. And rest only 2 or 3%, only a small portion of the fears which are into a physical fears. And it should be there. I feel, and everybody has to accept that every human being should have a healthy fear towards all the physical fears. Suppose think that Mr. Rambabu is running some share market, it seems, right? So I'm going to invest some lakhs of rupees through a Rambabu. Maybe he's a businessman or he will be into a share market like that. So I should have some healthy fear. I should have some physical fear that whether should I trust Rambabu, whether Rambabu would have a good knowledge about the financial terms and conditions, everything, whether he should have a very good knowledge about share markets or not. Because if I invest some 1 crore rupee with Rambabu, if he doesn't have any financial knowledge, then within 1 month, my 10 crores will become zero. So that should be have a physical fear, right? Knowing the things perfectly and planning the things perfectly. That is a physical fear. But think about psychological fears, which not really exist. I can say here a acronym for the fear also. Fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. There is a great saying in Hindi, right? Andhere mein mat jao, bhoot rahega bolte. Means don't go in the dark, there is some ghost will be there. But there will be no ghost except us. So we feel ourselves in our mind. So psychologicals will be there, right? So don't be fear for anything, fear for only the physical things. If any problems have happened, then you have to think about consequences. Apart from that, erase from these seconds from your mind all the psychological fears which are not really exist in the world. Fear for the things which are already exist in the world, only fear for that. Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Your views was very nice. It matters that every fear start with us, psychologically or physically. Whatever we think, that exists and nothing else. Thank you so much. Now we'll move on to the Bharti Tiwari ma'am.
Today my topic is that self-respect, because everybody person they also want self-respect, and if we just want to give the respect to ourselves, so definitely we can also give the respect to others. And sometimes we just want to do any kinds of a good thing from our side, but we don't want to do, we are just want to think about it, but we don't want to do. So in that time, if we just want to give the respect to ourselves, and if we just want to realize ourselves, who am I and what is the value of mine, so in that time you can also give the respect to yourself, because self-respect, it is the must for us, and it is very important thing for us, because every time the person, they just want to take the respect from other side, but they don't want to give the respect to others. So how it is possible? If you just want to give the respect to others, so definitely you can also take whatever you give, whatever you take, it just depend on your mindset. But sometimes the person, they just want to feel ashamed, and they don't want to give the value to themselves, and they don't want to understand themselves, what they are and what is the value of them. So the thing is that it does not matter what is it. First of all, we should be understand what is a self and what is a respect. Self means ourself, and respect to give the honor to yourself. Because if you are in any field, if you are the teacher, and you can also want to give the respect to your teachers, to your elder person, to your principal sir, to your HR. So in that time, if you just want to give the respect to them, I want to respect myself, because if I live in a joint family, and if so many persons are there, and if I also want to respect from other side, so it's my first responsibility to give the respect to my every other person, and even though to give the respect to my siblings also. If I'm a kind person, so definitely they will also give me the support, and they will also help me every time. And if I just want to become a successful person in my life, what is important for me, I just want to imagine myself. And because if you want to give the respect to yourself, and if you have such a kind of a fear about yourself, no, I'm not anything, I'm nothing, but you are everything, and you are the creator of your life. And if you are the creator of your life, so it is a important thing for you, it is a beneficial, and it is a must for you. You should be give to respect to your first, and after that others. First of all, you should be become the positive from your side, and just remove all the negativity from your mindset. And after that, you will also give the respect to you, and after that you can also give the respect to others also.
You very well explained about your topic, that if we'll do our respect ourselves, then we can expect with the society for ourselves. So we are the creator of our life. To get respect, like in return, whatever we want in our life, we have to first give. We give when we get. So thank you so much. It was very nice talk. And thank you.
Opportunity.
Yes, thank you. And now, Bindu Jain ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to share my opinion and my views about my topic is personality trait about the selfishness. As all we know, selfishness is nothing. That is the quality that is for the state of being selfish. That is called to be as selfishness. It is not the positive quality. We all know that. It is a negative quality that it impacts everyone's life. Maybe it impacts everyone's character. So the lack of consideration for other people, that we are concerned excessively, that is with oneself. That is, they are more exclusively, they are tied about with oneself. That is called to be as selfishness. It is not at all a good quality, as we know that, and we can point out some examples for that. One example is that a selfish person might always a toddler that who doesn't want to reveal their share their voice at all. So that is a selfishness, and we know in this society we can see such kind of people also. Maybe having for oneself above other well-being. That is the thing that we can see about the selfishness people. And it is not a good habit or good character. It must be affect the others also. So they are losing their good friends and their family and relationship and all those. They are losing all those things in our life. So maybe excessively we are concerned with oneself and having little regard for others. That is the ugliest personality that we can see in our life. So a selfish child also we can see who shouldn't want to share the toys at all to the thing that we can see in the family or relationship. Maybe in my point of view, there are so many causes that selfishness can make in a person. Many personalities that we can see, particularly the antisocial personality that may affect the disorder type, and that would give the main cause of this selfishness. In my point of view, the other thing is narcissistic disorder, and it can make the cause of people to the rapid and then their own desire, but they are either do not notice or either they are not giving the time to others to help the people or the needs of others. They are the feeling connected with the root of selfishness only. So we can see the root of selfishness. It is the kind of selfish that the behavior will lose the emotional personality or emotional connection totally. When we don't validate each other's emotion, then we are getting loose personality and also the relationship in our family or in the society. So the trust must be ruined. The trust is not in between the people. The behaviorism is totally collapsed. So that is the impact that we are making the root of selfishness that we can see that. So if selfish person also called in many names, that is egotistical person that we can say that, and greedy persons that we can say that, and narcissistic person that we can say that, and they are self-centered people. They are always giving their font what they want to be or what they need to be. So that is the egocentric people or egoistic people. They are seeking inversion. That is the egocentric, or they are not ready to admit others' opinion, others' value. That is the point. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Bindu ma'am. It was a nice view that if you are selfish enough, you won't get the benefit with others. And if you are selfish, you cannot be looked after without any expectation. So it's being a human being. It's very important. You should not be selfish in this world. Thank you. Now we'll move on to the Chaturani ma'am.
Can you imagine plant without water? If I get 2 plants, one plant I am not watering since around 1 week. Other plant I am watering continuously. Can you see the difference? One plant is growing, other plant is not growing. After watering, something that quickly makes a bad situation into better. Encouragement also like that. I would like to share my personal experience for the encouragement than making many complex definitions. In my childhood, my mother won't give me right education. I saw she has worked very hard, day and night. I saw her effort. She always encouraged me to do my studies. She motivates me. Sometimes she was not sleeping. Half of the salary she spent on my education. When she bought newspapers in my childhood, she always bring 2 different types and she asked me to do both. Per week, she is giving 2 because she wanted me to give some extra. Then I saw her strength. I saw her courage. That is the reason I became an engineer in 2012. I wanted to do something for her dedication. I was dedicated to doing things as she expected, and she dared all the things, and she believed her strength. I believe my strength. So I am believing my energy. That is my encouragement. I started where I was. I used what I have. I did what I can. And negative mind always not give us any positive life. Dream doesn't work unless we do. I would like to share one photograph with you. The road to success is not straightforward. There are curves and loops. You will have flat tires, but you have to spare for strength. That is my courage. And the driver called that strength is courage. I did to make it happen. You also can make it happen. Then this is the first day the photograph taken in my grade 1. Then I became an engineer due to courage and encouragement. I would like to bring another example. In 2012, in my graduation ceremony, I saw one person in the audience delivering a speech in a wonderful way. End of the speech, he stated that he was from rural area in Sri Lanka and became professional speaker finally. Then I imagined that if he can do it, why I can't do it? Then I joined the platforms and finally I also delivering speeches in platform. That motivation came to my mind in 2012 with the courage. That is, encouragement is there in the graduation ceremony. If we don't step forward, you will always in the same place. My mother always taught me, if you want to see the rainbow, you have to get up with the rain. Then the success is decision. It depends on our decision. As I said, the difference between two plants. One plant is we are watering, other plants we are not putting waters. If you don't step forward, you will always in the same place. Then we cannot go back and change the beginning, but we can start over and over. We can start today or not. You are not too late. Age is just a number. You can start. And also, road to success, it is not straight. We have to go up and down, alternative paths. There are many loops, but we have to face this. For that, we need encouragement.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I love that the way you shown that your mother always been behind you. She's encouraged you and you have done. So it's really very good thing. I love that encouragement can change your life. Like the example for the plant. Really, you have nourished and you have motivated. The plant has grown. So it's in our life also. The way we expect motivation and encouragement, we should, in return, we should give the encouragement. Thank you so much. And now, Coach Lucky Doftior. Hello, floor is yours now.
Thank you so much. I am Lucky Doftior and I am actually a trainer and from HR profession. I'm a senior HR professional and I'm a Toastmaster. I'm founder of planmytrainings.com and I'm director of Salakar Consultants and Excellanta Services. So that's my quick background about myself. Now, coming to the topic, that is peace of mind. So I have to talk on peace of mind. So So I was just thinking while I was just, having some thoughts about what to talk on peace of mind. A thought came to me that peace of mind, can we really achieve peace of mind? It appeared to me that probably it's not possible. Our brain has got, blood vessels, which if stretched end to end, it will go up to 170,000 kilometer long. And there are always the vibrations that keep happening. The mind generates vibration all throughout, every time, whether we know it or not, whether we realize it or not, but it keeps happening. And like sound waves and like light waves, even our mind waves from our mind keep on happening. The vibrations are happening all throughout. So it's actually not possible to have peace of mind. It is actually, in fact, the mind cannot rest. And if the mind rests at peace, you know what will happen, right? If the mind rests at peace, we all know what will happen. So let's pray that we do not have rest of peace of our mind, and let our mind have the free flow. Now that free flow, how is it possible? The free flow is possible, but it's absolutely very, very difficult. It's easy to say, but it's not that easy to really make it happen. But yes, I have 3 techniques that I use myself to bring little bit of free flow of mind, little bit, very little. I would say that it's still, very superficial. It's really not possible to have real free flow. Only yogis can have free flow of mind. But yes, we can do little bit to have certain level of free flow. So the first technique is channelizing our thoughts. We all talk about small children. We talk about channelizing their energy, isn't it? We have heard people, and we all know that children or teenagers, they have a lot of energy, and if we don't channelize their energy in the right direction, they will get spoiled. The problem is that many people do not understand that our mind is also similar. And that is one thought that struck to me, that our mind is also like a child. It is like a teenager, which will move. It has got a lot of energy. It keeps vibrating. Only I need to channelize that energy to a direction that I want, probably to a certain level, so that it doesn't get spoiled. Let me share with you, during the beginning of pandemic, 2-3 months passed and my work had gone totally down. I didn't have any training assignments and all, everything was shut. And we all were busy in kitchen, washing utensils, making food, and life was very troublesome. At that time, after doing all the kitchen work, I used to sit with my phone and I used to scroll through social media, and somehow or the other, probably it read my mind and it started giving me the posts, the videos, which were like, women are suppressed, women face these problems, in their in-laws, they face these problems, those kind of videos I started getting, and I would watch them and I would start feeling the same. Oh yes, this is what happens with me too. Those kind of feelings started happening, and it went on, and I was getting in that dungeon of darkness. Few months passed and I realized, what is happening with me? Come on. Why am I pushing myself down in the dungeon of darkness? I need to come out. I need to channelize my thoughts in the right direction. That's when I started working on putting up certain new things, working on new things, joining clubs, talking to new people, starting off new work, and I wrote a book also then. So I became an author at that time. So that was one thing that I can boast of myself, that I channelized my thought to a certain extent. But yes, it drifts a lot many a times, but I tried to bring the channelizing of my thought. That was the first technique.
The life we are surviving, it's very important to know how we can peace ourselves. So definitely I'm looking forward to listen more. I learn how we can channelize our energies and our interest according to our interest to bring out from the darkness. So it was very nice talk. Thank you so much.